Welcome back to the Orchard. It's the bottom of the second inning. There's 2 outs, and a new pitcher comes into the game. It is Malachi Boschart. But before we get into the inning and the last out that we need to get here for the Bend Elks, I'd love to welcome Josh Lewin to the booth here at Yakima County Stadium, a journeyman in the MLB and now out on the West Coast doing UCLA games and doing some commentary with the Baltimore Orioles. Thanks for spending some time off down here at Yakima County Stadium with us.
Pleasure, Harmon. Thank you for having me. What an inning that we're looking at here.
I know.
Is it like this all the time?
Well, you might not be allowed to leave after this inning that we have here. I'll just start with this. You've been multiple places in multiple different levels of this sport and other sports. Is there one memory that sticks out to you now that you get a chance to take a day off and relax inside a sport that you're so familiar with?
That's a great question. I mean, it might be like a million-way tie. I love being in a ballpark. I love being in, a big football situation on a college Saturday or an NFL Sunday. If there's fans that are into it, then there's no bad event. You know what I mean?
You grew up in New York, correct?
Mm-hmm. Upstate New York.
And you got your start in baseball, at least with the AAA team in Rochester.
I did.
Explain to me, as Garen Guler gets hit with that first pitch by Boschart, explain to me your journey getting into commentary and how that experience with the Red Wings shaped your future in the MLB.
Yeah, it's just something. This is exactly what I've always wanted to do, and kind of like you, where you're just trying to get your reps in and move on up the ladder and contribute to a sport that you love. So I was lucky that I grew up in a AAA city, so I was able to jump in right away.
First pitch upcoming here to Cole Hubka as he fouls this away. Is this your first trip to Yakima? You've got some family out in this part of the country.
Yeah, I've got kids in Seattle, and the Orioles are there, and I've got some time off. So visiting them, and my daughter and I decided to take a ride. I've never been to the Valley and never been to the stadium. I think it's awesome.
Hubka got a single earlier on in the second inning. He fouls that one away 0-2. Multiple different teams you've spent time with, but now with the Orioles. What is it like when you get a day like today to get a day off after the grind of everybody knows it's a 162-game season?
Yeah, and fortunately, I do get some days off. I mean, when I used to do this full-time, it is. You better love what you're doing. And it's a blessing to have the ability to still do this but not do it every day. Because, when you have kids, obviously you want to spend some time with them too. And this is a very nice evening, let's put it that way.
Yeah, the ball's definitely flying tonight. It's hot, it's dry, it's that typical Yakima weather. There's a swing and a miss by Cole Hubka. We'll stay through the break and have this conversation with you.
Sure.
I know you've got a trip to get back to Seattle to prepare
Seattle's
for a game
bit
tomorrow.
of a drive, yeah. I found that out the hard way coming in, but my daughter's got the wheel, so I'm okay.
No issues getting in. There's a fire up north.
Yeah, we took Canyon Road down, and it was a beautiful drive. I mean, I'd do that all over again. You probably had the same reaction coming out here. If you're from the Midwest, and it's like, okay, what are we looking at out here? It's gorgeous.
Yeah, my first experience with mountains, I was like, man, and I still don't get over them. But you've been all over the country traveling with MLB teams, a stint very shortly in the NFL, and now with UCLA. What's different from the Major League Baseball side, the pro side, and the college side that you still are involved in?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, I think it's still, even with the NIL and all of that, stuff that's made it so different lately, it's wholesome. Everybody's still learning and they're ripening. And I think the cement hardens a little bit once you get to the big leagues, and there is a difference. I mean, it's not to say that guys become divas necessarily or whatever, but there's a purity to the college game, and that's what you're seeing out here this summer.
How long did it take you to kind of break into that more full-time Major League Baseball job? For someone like me who's spending some time in the summers getting experience, what does that journey look like?
You're doing it exactly right. And I was so lucky that, like I said, I got to start in AAA. I would have loved to have spent a summer like this, but it was kind of like I didn't need to, so to speak, but I think I would have really enjoyed it a lot more. And make your mistakes, if you will, kind of iron some things out. I don't think I'd do it differently, but there's value to being in a great town like you have here, and fans that are passionate about it, and you get to know these players on a personal level. I'm sure it's a lot of fun too.
Jackson Murphy digs in, the lefty who walked back in the first inning to face Jake Cumming, who now has a very comfortable lead at 10-2. Chatting here with Josh Lewin. What does a day of preparation look like going into a major league game? Is it different from the start of the year to the end of the year? Just how do you prepare as there's a base hit out into left field by Murphy to start this inning?
It's I do it very similar to how you do it. I mean, I'm watching you do your prep, and the internet has leveled the playing field for all of us. All information is out there and available. It's just a matter of how deep you want to mine for it. But to me, there's no substitute for talking to the players, talking to the coaches. I mean, that's where you really get to know people. But anytime, statistically, everything's right there. You've got your laptop open. I do the same thing, and you're kind of figuring what's going to be on the exam, right? You got an oral exam for 3 hours a night, maybe 5 tonight, the way this one's creeping along. But you do what needs to be done, and then you just kind of let it unfold in front of you.
Jordan Ortiz, the batter, as our video crew here prepares to show a shot of the scoreboard. Certainly a big inning that we brought you in right at the back half in. What are ways that you get through some of those big innings, whether they're for your side or for the other side or in a neutral stance, because you've done some games on Fox as well?
Yeah, it is different. I mean, if it's your team, I mean, as it is here, I mean, the Pippins are kicking some major butt, so you might as well enjoy it and, let people revel in it. But, when it goes against you, you better be ready to spin some plates and tell some stories. And that's the thing about the more you're in this industry, the more stories you accrue.
Hit by pitch there as Cumming loses control of that fastball, puts 2 aboard with nobody out. Jordan Ortiz, the man, will be at first. Mason Elrod will be the hitter. I saw somewhere you were involved in the XFL for a little bit as well in a podcast scenario. Is that correct?
Yeah, they had me doing their content, so blogs and podcasts and stuff like that, and that was a fun year. I just love telling stories, so that takes many forms. I'm in the documentary space, the podcast space, whether it's the written word, the spoken word, there's just something about telling a good story.
Is that in any way extremely different from the NFL?
No. I was going to say you might have had a triple play there, but escaped your third baseman.
Runs coming home to score. Daichi might be charged with a second error today. There's the broadcaster jinx. Ask a question as the ball's being thrown. So the Pippins allow a run to come home. It's now 10-3.
That was literally a tailor-made triple play right there, too. You could. I wanted to get out of your way so you could call it, but didn't quite work out. NFL is different because you're preparing pretty much all week for just one game, and it inverts in baseball. You're preparing every day for a game every day. So it is. You're still putting in the work. You're still doing the research and talking to people, but your day planner looks a little different.
First pitch, a wave and a miss. Pfeiffer did not want to swing at that pitch, but he did anyway. It's 0-1. What's the difference between television and radio? Some people don't realize just how maybe polar opposites that might be, especially in a game like baseball. Yeah,
no, you're exactly right. I'll let you describe the action here for a sec.
1-1.
The TV thing is a bit of a monster. It's a big production. There's people in your ear. You're just kind of putting captions on a picture is all it is. And radio, as you know, you got to tell everybody everything.
1-1 popped up on the infield. Who's going to want it? Looks like Almeida, the shortstop, the captain of the infield diamond, makes the catch, 1 away.
But, yeah, they're both enjoyable. But I think, for a storyteller, and I know you share this too, there's value and certainly there's money in TV. But, when you're just talking on the radio and you're making that one-on-one connection with somebody who's listening and they need you to be on point, I kind of like that.
This is Troy Sanders. He grounded out to end the first inning. Sends one straight back into the screen. It's been a lovely night here tonight. Have you enjoyed what little bit of the game you got to see before you came up here?
Yeah, no, it was, we've had a nice time just exploring downtown. And ironically, it's thrift night tonight. We were, kind of hitting some thrift stores on the way in because we love to do that and open some old packs of baseball cards.
0-2 now. Big swing by Troy Sanders.
But, yeah, we're going to take off in a couple minutes here, but we've already seen 13 runs in 2.5 innings, so we got our money's worth tonight. And you got a GM that really cares and loves this place and is committed, so you guys are in wonderful shape here.
Cumming looking for his fourth strikeout. He will get it. his third looking tonight. There's 2 away. And before I let you go, any advice for young folks trying to get into broadcasting, trying to get to levels like you have reached in your career?
Yeah, I mean, do it like you're doing. I mean, just get out there, and there's no substitute for just getting your reps in and learning about the game and meeting people and just enjoying it and being yourself. You know, that's I tell people all the time. You got to be you, because that's the one unique thing you can bring into the booth. And I hope you're having fun up here this summer.
Certainly a lot of fun. We just got back from a trip to Edmonton, which was a flight, which is something I've never done in the West Coast League.
That's cool.
I don't think very many summer leagues or minor leagues anymore get the chance to experience that.
And I hope you enjoyed Edmonton, too. That's kind of a neat town.
0-1. That one, did it get the bat or the body? Looks like the body. It's a hit by pitch. Will Goodman, the shortstop, will be aboard. So the base is loaded for Bend. A little bit of trouble here. How do you get out of this?
Yeah, I mean, stop hitting guys would be number one. But no, I'm super impressed by everything you guys have cooking here. Didn't quite do the churro helmet, couldn't quite rally myself to do that, but the merch is outstanding. Bringing some of it to Seattle for the fellas. So,
do you have a favorite ballpark food?
Churros are right up there. That's for sure.
Pitch misses upstairs to Braden Jones, and that'll force a visit from pitching coach Ethan Salscheider. Well, Josh, it's been such a pleasure to have you in the booth.
You're sounding great, man. I know. Well, keep in touch, and you're on pace to score about 40 runs here tonight. So we'll follow the flight of it on the way out of here. But no, continued success to you and everybody with the Pippins. You guys run a great operation.
Well, thank you so much. We enjoyed having you here, and have fun up in Seattle.
Thanks, brother. I'd say go Nebraska, but I don't mean that.
UCLA Bruins broadcaster, Fox broadcaster, Orioles broadcaster Josh Lewin in the booth as we get a pitching change, or not a pitching change, a mound visit here.